Hello, my name is RXR167 and today's video is the top 10 most disturbing moments on this channel. Keep in mind, due to these horrifying moments, this channel is rated PG-13. Just because it's animated does not mean it's for kids. This is the channel's first YTP. In this video, Charmex is forced to play Doki Doki Literature Club, but 3 hours into it, human Fluttershy tries to warn him and Cap about the danger they are in. The witch appears and shows a huge variety of disturbing pictures before telling them they've got something big coming. Soon, there is a jump scare of human Rainbow Dash. Sorry to do this to you, Bronies. Anyway, Cap gets infuriated and decides to call the authorities. When Kuronisu is watching the movie, she answers the door but is kidnapped by someone at the door. In the next video, Pink Sheep receives a call from Van Earl about this and he and Thrillini sail to Van Earl's current location. They find Kuronisu in a lab of some sort. They watch as someone places a device on her forehead to check her mind. Eek, that's creepy. That'll give you nightmares. Anyway, it is revealed that the reason why she was wearing one of Karakadan's headbands was to get rid of her fears of racism. I mean, seriously, I don't condone racism myself, but anyway, Elberly then reveals that they will hold the heroes hostage, but all 4 of them escape on the Hummy cruise to safety. Eek, that eye part is creepy. In this opening, Cap is hanging out in a natural area when he sees a mob of sort taking pictures and flashing lights. He goes to investigate and I have to warn you, this next part is very disturbing. It turns out that there is a dead corpse of human Rainbow Dash. Thankfully, this turns out to be just a horrible dream. After being bucked over America, Thanos revives the infamous Scepter and uses it to take control of Alice's mind. Under his control, Elisu asks Bowsina for her assistance, but she is unwilling until Thanos pokes her in the chest with the scepter and tells the girls to find the longest Infinity Stones. I mean, that's Loki's weapon, right? I hope Marvel doesn't get any ideas. Here we go, Wizarding Plague. While Part 2 is in development, here's a recap on what happened. The magic wizard Pauvskar, the two-parter's main antagonist, entertains the girls Nelly and Ina with some of his magic tricks before using his third act, Malediction Cerebral, to brainwash the girls and induct them into becoming his pawns, giving them destructive abilities and turning them into what we call the Nightmare Girls. Under his spell, the girls cause havoc and mayhem everywhere they go. Fortunately, in the end, a certain pony accidentally bucks a pipe into Nelly's hand, restoring the girls back to normal. Poor things, they had so much potential ahead of them and it all got drained by an evil wizard. Not to mention, those eyes look very creepy. Don't worry, Part 2's in development, so you'll have to get ready. The pony boy is enjoying himself when he suddenly comes across what he believes is Rainbow Dash being coiled up by Kat with spirals in her eyes. He freaks out and Rainbow Dash sees his horrified expression, asking him if he is okay. Unfortunately, this does not end here. He continues worrying about his favorite pony, so she takes him to Nakatomi Tower. I'm not gonna lie, Die Hard is an awesome movie. You should check it out. Anyway, everyone's favorite herpy-eyed disfigured at birth cripple check her eyes and tells them about a pony being wrapped in coils, as the pony boy fared, showing that it is Twilight, causing him to panic and freak out. Seriously, Mickey, what is your deal? What were you expecting? An animated music video? I mean, this entire video is freaky. It follows a boy who is being followed by horrifying scums who try to enthrall him, but he always looks away and diverts every move. While he is lucky, some of his fellow travelers aren't so lucky. It is shown that they had the same thing to some of them, but they weren't able to divert their attacks. This goes for a girl we like to call Ray Chronica, who runs away from Aya's power after she has enthralled her friend Day Iseranian. She hides by a tree, but Kara finds her and corners her. While the boy escapes, it is revealed that Kara captured her to get him to bit. Fortunately, it doesn't end well for them. A sports boy comes to the rescue with a basketball, saving their captors. Unfortunately, one of them has to be rushed to the hospital from a vampire bite. Let's talk about Count Dracula nightmares. During the magic show, Frendo the magician pulls out a pendulum pocket watch and horrifies the pony boy while she says she needs a volunteer. When Veronica volunteers, the pony freaks out and runs away with Patrick before the act can begin. Veronica focuses her eyes on the watch and falls under a spell for the first time in her life. I mean, she did say it was her first time, right? This is much to Van Owl's shock and terror. Mind you. Ghost of the Past, an iconic classic. In one scene, Human Rainbow Dash, the pony boy and Purple Shep run into an igloo where they hear a shipborne bellow where the Sayus reveals that it means it's time for someone to get horribly slaughtered. Oh geez, yikes. Anyway, the girl ponies up and the animal boys ride her out of the igloo, but they are hit and fall back down into thin ice. But Human Rainbow Dash is brainwashed by the juicers who had previously brainwashed Karalu and fire a blaster. While the pony escapes, Purple Shep tries to find someone, but finds Human Rainbow Dash and runs to her, only to be terrified when she reveals what her eyes and facial expression look like. I mean, even I would have nightmares from that. She tries to kill Purple Shep with a chainsaw but ends up killing Sayus while she chases after Purple Shep. Eek, even I wouldn't want to go through that. This was done as part of a film in the works. I honestly don't know when it'll hit theaters, but it will come out during the extending days. Anyway, Rachel Anu invents a game and invites Adabelle to play with her. While Martris watches, the girls play the game. They close their eyes and open them. Rachel Anu tells Adabelle to look into her eyes and turns them completely black, affecting Adabelle's eyes, much to Martris' or even my own. The girls close their eyes, which open full white, and the girls are teleported to another world where they are randomly stripped of their eye color. That's very strange, literally. Anyway, this was all top 10 most disturbing moments here on the channel. Which video disturbed you the most and why? See you guys later.